What's up, YouTube? It's your boy AJ back with another video. Today's video, we're going to talk about forks and why Safuu should want to have more successful forks in the crypto space. All right, let's get into it. What is a fork? Fork is defined as cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum that are powered by a decentralized open source software called blockchain. A fork happens whenever a community makes a change to a blockchain protocol or basic set of rules. All right, so that was pretty self-explanatory. So for some of you guys already in Safuu may remember in the Discord, we used to have a section called cemetery. So cemetery is basically for, forks that tried and died, because after they launched, there was a lot of things coming up with crazy APY. Like we'll pay you out 400,000% APY, we'll pay you out 600 million percent APY, some unrealistic stuff that really only launched and it was just a pump and dump, a rug pull basically. But things like that, I mean, it's never good, for a protocol, when you already, setting the gold standard and you're doing something unique. But what you want more to follow you and be successful just like you are. All right, so in order to keep going, I'm gonna go to another topic and talk about like how businesses do the same thing all the time. And we're gonna go with Apple. So Apple, obviously they launched their first iPhone on June 29, 2007, and 2 years on the exact same date, Samsung followed. I mean, they forked Apple. I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, by them doing that, it made Apple more of a force to be reckoned with because they know that people are going to follow their innovation and technology and things like that. And even though they forked them, they also work together as partners. I mean, it's good. That's why I say you want other forks to succeed because you never know where y'all have some common ground. Because like I said in one of my videos, like Safuu is not the one all be all. I mean, we're going to have ups in certain areas, and then we're going to rely on someone else to help us, bridge that gap in other areas. So in this article, Samsung to supply Apple with chips. Again, I mean, when I was in grad school, the reason I know about this because I had to write a whole 40-page article on this between Apple versus Samsung. And I believe about 20 pages of it was about them working together, supplying the processors for the iPhones and things like that. And even today, even though Apple is working with a Taiwanese company, I mean, that Taiwanese company is being supplied by Samsung. So the relationship is never really over. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there. Like, it's not bad, forks. It's not a bad thing. Even though Samsung is not really a smartphone, manufacturer. I mean, they do everything. They're a semiconductor company. When I was in South Korea, one thing I did go to was their medical center. I mean, they built this hospital in 1994. So they do a lot more things than, just the phones. But it's good to see that they were able to fork, Apple and also, create their own branch of just creating phones and make Apple more successful because, Samsung is always going to be secondary to Apple at the end of the day. So this leads me to my next point. Friendster. I don't know how many of you guys remember Friendster, but Friendster is the Facebook, the original Facebook. I did an article on this as well some years ago, probably like 2008-ish. Basically because of, things like this, when I did a lot of deep diving, realized that Facebook basically stole all of the patents from Friendster. Friendster is a Malaysian company. They stole all their patents and then they paid them all for the patents and things like that. But, they forked them. They did theirs illegally, but it's still a fork. I mean, Friendster is basically the gold standard. I mean, the logo tells it all. Like, okay, these guys came out way before Facebook, and look at the logo. And Facebook logo came out. Look at it. It's right here. Looks the same, right? Same F, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a fork. It happens. But let's go on to a fork more related to Safuu. All right, so we're going to go to Titan. Titan release, I think May 31st-ish, June 1st. So Titan been on a roll. I mean, it's a lot of people in the Discord, a lot of people investing in Safuu. I'm personally investing in Safuu and Titan. It's not a bad protocol, man. I get they fork Safuu. And that's what you want. You want to be forked. I mean, hell, you want like Safuu, you could say for Safuu is right now the gold standard in rebase tokens. Okay, anything that forks them, that's good. You want this fork to be successful because if they become successful, it makes Safeu look even better. Like, okay, we created this protocol, and when you look at some of the videos, like one YouTuber called Dow King, he's invested into a Titan. Right before Titan launched, he gave credit to Safuu. He was basically saying that, okay, we're doing this because we see what Safuu did, and it makes sense that they have a fire pit, you know? So let's go down. I think they call theirs. So yeah, I mean, they admitted that they forked them in a liquidity engine. They admitted that. They also admitted that they pretty much replicated everything they did in the afterburn. That's what theirs called, the afterburner. So, I mean, that's nothing that they hid to say that they didn't do. I mean, although Safeway is not here, you know, they just don't consider themselves a competitor to Safeway because they already admitted on multiple videos that they forked them. So, okay, I mean, you know, like, I just don't want us to look at like other people as like, you know, like trying to get over on us, you know, Safeway. I mean, it is what it is, though. I mean, we can't afford to keep too many targets on our back as it is. So it's good that Safeway is not even in here because Safeway is basically the gold standard of what's going on with Titan. And you want many of them like this. You want many other protocols to come out just like this. You want the founders to be successful. Hell, you even want them to communicate with each other because like eventually down the line, you know, Safeway is going to go to bigger and better things, but you also want to have a collaboration as Titan is still around. You want them to be successful, have a collaboration with Safeway. Like, hey, maybe if people buy enough in Safe and Titan, we'll give Safeway as a bonus, you know, as an added incentive. I mean, that sounds really good. And you want that. You want many forks to come out being successful and be able to like be incentivized in Safeway. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I just had to bring like the reality to some people because everybody thinks like, okay, it's a fork this. Yeah, like yeah, whatever. Nothing is original anymore. Everybody takes everybody's style. Everybody takes everybody ideal. That's just the way it is. I mean, when I look at my company, I kind of mimic, you know, a few other companies out there, but I'm just doing things better, you know, and mine's kind of have a specific target market, whereas the other competitors that I mimic, they want to target everyone. I mean, they start to fail in some of those areas as well. There is no broad market that everyone can hit. I mean, everyone needs help from someone, even if for us. I mean, we may hit the blockchain, but Titan may do something unique that no one else is doing, you know, to cater to their fork, you know, things like that. So no protocol or no business is one all be all. It's the jack of all trades at the end of the day. All right, so yeah, I just want to cover a few things, man, you know, get off my chest because a lot of people don't talk about the good things of being a fork. You know, it ain't no different from a business. Everybody replicates someone. That's why, you know, that's why you see so many gas stations. I mean, shit, what's the difference between your gas station and mine? Not a damn thing. We all have gas, but we may have different products inside the gas station. Like some people like the cappuccino, some people like the slushies, some people like the little things like that. Or like for 7-Eleven, I like the honey buns. I mean, that's why I go to 7-Eleven just for the honey buns. You know, just, you know, it's little things like that, little subtle things. Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry about the video. My phone died. I was using as a webcam, but didn't have much to add to the video anyway. So I'm gonna cut it short. And please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with more content. I'm out. Peace.